What's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here, and I'm here in my hotel, but just because I'm here at Gen Con does not mean the news train doesn't stop. I was trying to get this out earlier, but for those of you who don't know, Wizards of the Coast recently announced that there is going to be an announcement on the 18th of August. It's called Wizards Presents. Now, we had D&D Direct back in April, and the only thing I can think about different is instead of this being like D&D Presents, it's Wizards Presents, and that's because it's going to cover Magic the Gathering too. It's also interesting that I did suggest, not to say that this has anything to do with me, but I said, we would love, like Nintendo does Nintendo Directs every so often, and they kind of give us an update on all of the products and things that they're doing. And I said, I would love if Wizards of the Coast did something similar so that going forward, we would get an idea, like, we know we could look forward to these live streamed events knowing that there was going to be something happening and we could kind of get information about what's up and coming. And I thought that that was a really good idea. And apparently, at least, I don't know how frequent these will be, but I wanted to, there's a little bit of language and some images and stuff we might be able to pull some speculation from. So let's go ahead and pull that up. So as you can see here, it says point those eyes Boo's way on August 18th for a very exciting event. Hashtag Wizards Presents. And then I think this will work. Yeah, we can open this up. And you can see this image very clearly. Like, these are all Magic the Gathering characters here on the right-hand side. I don't know who they are, but they're Magic. I know that much. Then you have Boo here, or a hamster of some kind jumping at the screen. You have the man himself, Driz Doran, and some sort of pretty sick-looking beholder over here. So, as a reminder, right, August 18th, I think, is a Wednesday. It's a Thursday, because on Tuesday, August 16th, that's when Spelljammer launches. So this is 2 days after the launch of Spelljammer Adventures in Space. We're getting some sort of Wizards Presents event. So, I mean, point your eyes Boo's way, maybe because of the fact that Spelljammer was a recent release. But let's think about what this could possibly mean. I'm going to go out and say Baldur's Gate 3 official release date, perhaps. I mean, that has a little bit to do with Boo, right? It's Baldur's Gate. We know there's sort of Nautiloid and Spelljammer stuff. We also know that Boo is tied to the, at least by name, to the Spelljammer adventure. So that could all make sense. I mean, like I said, it's Wizards Presents, so I don't think you can read too much into the fact that, like, oh, Wizards is going to announce a new Magic the Gathering setting, though that could be possible, right? I mean, it's been a little while. We had Ravnica, we had Theros, we've had a little bit of a break between them. I think it's about every 2 years. So I believe Theros was 2020. So here in 2022, it might be around the time to release a new Magic the Gathering setting. I don't know what it would be. We know that Dragonlance is coming out later this year, but we really don't know much of anything about it. So they might give us a little bit more details about what to expect in Dragonlance. If there is any other books coming out this year, which it still seems like it's possible that there may be one or possibly even two more books if you look at the schedule that we've had in the past. Because as it stands right now, as far as, at least again, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, we have Spelljammer on August 16th, and we have Dragonlance sometime in the fall. And that's essentially all we know. But routinely, Wizards has done like a summer release. And then last year they did 3 releases in 3 months, right? We had Fizzbands, Strixhaven, and Wild Beyond the Witchlight all very close together. And they would have released the box set that came with Monsters of the Multiverse at the end of last year if it didn't get delayed due to shipping. So there is the potential for some new books. This could be the opportunity to announce it. And then I'm wondering, what would it be? Because, I mean, we released, let's see, Critical Role, Call of the Netherdeep, right? They released Journeys from the Radiant Citadel, Spelljammer, and they're going to release Dragonlance. So those are a lot of like setting books and kind of adventures. So, I mean, I guess you could make one of them an adventure if you want to stick with the sort of Strixhaven model of adventure module slash setting. And they released, again, Mordenkainen and Monsters of the Multiverse earlier this year, too. So I don't really see it being a monster book. I really don't know. It could be maybe one of those new campaign settings that they were working on. We kind of heard that, right? That there was sort of a couple of new ones, and there was also the potential for like a new setting that had sort of like loose ties to an existing adventure, right? We knew two classic campaign settings were coming back, and we know that's Dragonlance and Spelljammer, and that a third campaign setting, a classic campaign setting, would sort of have like a spiritual successor allusion to them. And a lot of us thought it was going to be Planescape, and we also thought that that was going to be Journeys from the Radiant Citadel, and apparently that's not the case. So perhaps we will get some sort of Planescape inspired setting or adventure in the coming months. Obviously, we can wait till August 18th and find out, but it's always fun to speculate. So, why don't you all leave your thoughts and opinions, speculation and whatnot, in the comments down below? Do you think Drizzt's presence on there is for a reason? Could this be an expansion for Dark Alliance, the game that didn't do so hot? Is it just he's just there because he's an iconic D&D character? The only thing, like I said, they have specific reference to Boo, but unless there's going to possibly be, I think maybe Boo was a character in the newest Magic the Gathering D&D set. I don't know. Maybe there's some more stuff tied to the movie. They might give us like some movie news. Maybe we'll announce that there's a campaign setting or something that's releasing alongside the movie. I really don't know what to expect, but I'll obviously be covering it, and I will likely also be live streaming my reaction to it. So if you're interested in watching that, stay tuned here to YouTube on the 18th, but also expect a ton of coverage. I actually took the day off of work on the 16th of August just so I can cover Spelljammer pretty much nonstop all day. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.